James, and one of the organisers of the event here at Promotion Summit. We've been putting this on since 2013. It's our 7th year here in London, also in NYC and Berlin, and this event's all about app marketing and growth for apps. Well, I think where we are in the hype cycle right now is we had the boom in apps when everyone and the taxi driver, your grandmother had an idea for an app, was going to do an app, and we went through all that, and then it kind of declined a bit, I guess, in terms of the level of hype. But quietly, behind the scenes, the industry is just getting stronger and stronger. And we're in this sort of point in the hype cycle now where other things have maybe gathered a lot more attention, whether that's crypto or AI. But actually, this is the time to be working and building on the app platform. And I think it was Matt Mullenweg from WordPress who said the platform you want to work on is the one that was cool 3 years ago. So that pretty much sums up apps. And what we're seeing is quietly in the background, although the hype's may be gone, there's more and more success with people on the app platform. So, what's driving, apps being a more interesting platform? Well, there's several things. First of all, everyone now has a smartphone, and everyone has a really decent smartphone. And, for the smartphone industry, that's a bit problematic, but it doesn't mean it's a bellwether for the state of the app ecosystem. Same as the fact that everyone had a PC and a laptop at a certain point in the 2000s didn't mean it was bad news for the web companies that began to emerge and grow. It's the same thing with the services and the app ecosystem. Even though Apple's selling less handsets, there's still lots more opportunities for apps. Everyone's got a good phone, and that is now on a global basis. We're approaching like 80% of all adults in the world have some form of smart device. That's an amazing global base. That's number one. Number two, there's more spending going onto the platform. So that's both things like in-app purchase or in-app subscription, the kind of native purchases, that's continuing to grow. We're also seeing the e-commerce money moving onto mobile. So there's more and more money floating around, and there's more ad money coming in as well. Thirdly, we're also seeing improved discovery of services. So it's always been an issue, this is why we started this conference, getting your app discovered. But that's gradually improving. So things like App Store optimization is a bit more developed now. Maybe not as well as SEO or something like that, but it's becoming a proper discipline. Number two, there's platforms like whether it's Facebook or Google app campaigns. They're now really effective if you want to do paid advertising and work really well for app installs. Number three, better tracking and measurement is also better. And we're also seeing new channels like influencer marketing opening up to get your app out there. We're also seeing more downloads of apps. So the stat I think Comscore had a while ago that you often hear is that the average user in the States downloads 0 apps a month. And that's just not true. If you look at the usage in the States, it actually grew by something like 5% more downloads in 2018 than 2017. So it's still growing in there. And if you look at the other markets like India or Asia or South America, they're still growing at like 20-30%. So there's still more and more apps are being downloaded every year. There's also more usage. So people are using the apps they have more. So it's taking more and more share of media time. People are spending more and more time in an app, whether that's shopping or entertainment or utilities. All these things just add up to a massive opportunity for apps. The final thing that is in place is app infrastructure. So there's much better tools, software, services. We're seeing many of the companies here today. The app stack is way more developed than it was 5 years ago. It's still a very hard platform to operate on compared to, say, the web, but it's getting much easier, and there's much more tools and services you can plug in to make an app work now.